I was standing on a stage, smiling. The crowd clapped. People called me strong, anointed, and blessed. But behind that smile, I was empty. The moment that changed everything didn't happen in a church or at a revival. It happened in a dark room, all alone, when I couldn't pretend anymore. That's where God met me. I grew up in church. I knew all the right words. God is good, I'm highly favored, I'm walking in purpose. But inside, I was struggling. I was trying so hard to be perfect, to be what everyone expected. At youth meetings, I'd raise my hands high. But my heart was far from the worship. I prayed out loud, but never shared what was really going on in my soul. I thought if I showed weakness, people would walk away. So I wore the mask, day after day. Then one night, everything cracked. I had just finished leading a Bible study. Everyone told me how powerful the session was. But as soon as I got home, I collapsed on my bed and whispered, "God, I don't even know you anymore. I don't even know me." No thunder, no lightning, just silence. But that silence felt louder than any sermon. I sat in the dark. No phone, no worship music. Just me and the truth I had run from. Then something happened. Not outside me, but inside. A thought came into my heart, gentle and clear. "You don't have to pretend with me." Tears rolled down my face. I wept, not because I was afraid, but because I felt safe, really safe, for the first time. Safe enough to say, "God, I'm tired. I'm lost. I don't know how to keep doing this." And I didn't hear a rebuke. I felt a presence, a peace, like a warm blanket on a freezing night. It was the start of something real. That night was the end of my pretending. But it was only the beginning of my real walk with God. The night I dropped the mask, something inside me broke. But what I didn't know then was, God wasn't done. He doesn't just meet us in our brokenness. He builds us back better than before. The days after that night felt different. I wasn't trying to impress God anymore. I just sat with Him. Some mornings, I said nothing. Just sat quietly with an open Bible and an open heart. And slowly, I began to hear Him again. Not out loud, but deep in my spirit. One morning, I read, "Be still and know that I am God." It felt like the verse was written just for me. In the stillness, I discovered who I really was, and who He had been all along. God didn't give me a huge platform or a loud answer. He gave me something better. Peace. Identity. Wholeness. He reminded me that I was His child, not His employee. That He loved me, not for what I did, but for who I am. I started journaling my journey. Worship felt real again. Prayer wasn't a routine, it was a lifeline. And the guilt, the fear, the pressure to be perfect, one by one, they melted away in His presence. Then something wild happened. Others began to notice the change. They said, "You seem lighter, you look more joyful." But it wasn't about how I looked, it was who I was becoming. I finally understood. God doesn't bless the person we pretend to be. He blesses the real us, the one who shows up with all the cracks, all the questions, and all the hunger. Friend, if you're tired of performing, pretending, or hiding, just know, God is already waiting for the real you. You don't have to clean yourself up first. You just have to come. If this story touched your heart, I invite you to subscribe for more real, raw, and encouraging Christian stories like this. We're building a community of people who are done pretending and ready to grow in truth, love, and intimacy with God. Subscribe now, and let's walk this journey together.